Hello, everybody.
I'm sorry.
Who talked?
I'm sorry.
I was in the zone. Keep it quiet. Come in when you need to.
Everybody, I'm calling a meeting. Team meeting. Team meeting.
Gucci.
Hey, everybody, team meeting on the roof.
I want to hear some good ideas today.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Team Meeting. We are joined here by the host, Teagley, otherwise known as the Teagulator. We have Yugen and we have Bubble. We are back here with another episode. You know, make sure you sit back, relax, have fun, grab some snacks, and join in with us on the conversation we're about to have.
Ogre porn.
Ogre porn. Ogre porn. Yeah, but I got some ogre porns too. I got a full art shiny ogre porn.
Shinier than that one?
Shinier than that one?
Yeah.
For my ogre porn? Oh, yeah.
Ogre porn?
Wait. Oh yeah, way shinier.
Highguard is it comes from the developers of like Apex and Titanfall and all that. So it looks pretty similar to Apex, but the game is based in a different kind of gameplay. All I've seen is the trailer. I don't know too much about it, but I saw that it released and it kind of flopped.
I can understand why it flopped because it's kind of a copy and paste of Apex. The movement, the way the guns shoot, the UI for the game and how everything looks.
Like, what's the objective? Because I don't see any issue with it being even exactly like Apex. But yeah, I thought that it was gonna, because like from what I could tell, it was more of like a Overwatchy type of game.
Yeah, it sort of not. It's the same thing as Apex with the thing of you have your middle one, which is your alt, and then you got your grenades. One of the differences is you ride a horse. You can ride horseback to shoot people, which is awesome. But the objective is capturing flags and defusing bombs, kind of like Siege when you have to defuse a bomb.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Siege in that aspect. So you're either capturing a flag or defusing a bomb and trying to destroy the other person's castle.
And I feel like that's where Apex, being a game, because it's on the lower, like how badly it fell off. Maybe instead of them coming out with a new game where they do those, maybe they should have just come out with those modes in Apex, but not just one of those little things, like a whole different section of the game.
Well, that was when I was looking at it. That was a problem I saw too. Is like, this game seems cool. I think the idea is cool, but if I want to play capture the flag, I'm just gonna go play Apex and do the little modes they have. And it's so much like Apex that this game isn't as good. I'm just gonna go play Apex. Like, it's when it came out, its FPS was very bad. Its quality wasn't amazing. And, the fall off makes sense. But when I was watching all the gameplay for it, I watched Shroud, which I'd assume some of you know who Shroud is. He was playing it, and he kind of had the same idea. It's like, this game is cool, and it seems like it could be something good, but it's really short from what it should be right now. With the game, when you go into it, it's a 3v3. So it's,
Really? Like arenas? That's it?
Yeah, it's only 6 people. The map is big. So what I was thinking when I was watching it is I would if 3v3 on a map as big as how the Highguard maps are, I could go hide and never be found. I'd rather it be like a 5v5. If it really gets crazy, a 10v10, but that might be a little overboard. But like at least a 5v5, but it's a 3v3 with a huge map. It just seems like a lot of space and not a lot going on.
Yeah, I mean, even in Call of Duty on Nuketown Search and Destroy, you have more than 3 people on your team.
Yeah, and that is a incredibly little map, and that's why Nuketown is so good, because you get Nuketown and you're like, oh, I know it's about to be chaotic.
You're like, so we can't find someone. They're probably in the back hiding. There's not a lot of place. But if you can't find someone on a big map, you can take most of the game, if not the whole match, looking for them.
Well, I have a quick question about the game real quick. So is it like fully developed and like it's done, or is it just like released as early access?
No, I can be corrected if I'm wrong. I don't believe it's early access, but they are still like pending very big updates. Like they like, from when it came out, there was a lot of shortfalls from it, but they're still pending some big updates from it.
So it's called Side Effect. So basically it's like buckshot roulette. It looks like a lot of fun. I kind of want to play with y'all tonight. But basically, with buckshot roulette, you get like tools to like help you through the scenarios and stuff. Well, this one, it's all 4 of us would be sitting at a table taking different pills, except every level, every time you complete a level and the game ends, you go into the next game, you unlock more tools to use. Like there's one straight out of a saw trap that's like a bear trap that'll force you to take a random pill. And basically the pills could either kill you, take away your shield, add shield, or add a heart of health. But here's the thing. Every time one person dies, you automatically lose a heart. You can't bring it back. So once you get down to like 2 people, you only have 1 life. At that point, it's based on luck. You can destroy the pills. You can test the pill to see if it's good. But here's the thing. If you test it and it's good, you still take it. But if it's bad, you still take it. There's like a bunch of different things you can do in the game. It's pretty fun. And it's pretty cheap, honestly. And from the way it looks, there's a lot of good content in this game. Like different pills. Not every scenario is going to be the same, or side effects will be the same because it progresses. The game's only $5.
So obviously you see that, but what I'm seeing is a very big thing when you know we all try to play games together is lag. And it seems like this game has very good performance because they're having people from Europe, Australia, and Asia playing this game together, and their performance is amazing. But we can kind of look at these pictures, so everybody has an idea of kind of what the game looks like. And if you did play Buckshot Roulette, which I know Bubble and me did a lot, and I don't know if Yugen and me have, but Bubble and me played it a lot. This is kind of the setup for it, which is very similar to Buckshot, especially for viewers because it's a pretty popular game. The picture. Okay, yeah. So
and I actually learned about this game just recently because one of my favorite YouTubers who I love to watch, Smitty. I don't know if y'all have watched him before. But
I know Smitty, yeah.
Yeah, he uploaded a video of him playing it, and I was like, oh, this type of humor and type of game is perfect for me and my friends because, like, if we're all just sitting around talking and shit, this is going to be a hilarious game because we liked Buckshot Roulette. We loved Liar's Bar. Liar's Bar was pretty good.
Oh, yeah, Liar's Bar was
and this is kind of just like a fun mix of it. And I think it's just technically the same game happening, but like different events that unfold. And I feel like we can make more jokes and have fun with it. Where did Xurgo go? He just kind of disappeared.
Wait till the Teagley later.
It's literally not just from the trailer, but from what comments are saying, it's a copycat of Apex.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, comments might say that, but that's not. I had this conversation earlier with a friend. It's not just a copycat of Apex because we were watching videos on and stuff. The UI in the game, like if you get into Highguard and you look at the UI, it looks like Apex. The gameplay itself, that's why I don't like the word copycat, because that makes it seem like it's exactly like Apex. If you play Highguard, bro, there's horseback riding. You can jump on a horse, ride halfway across the map while you shotgun a person in their face.
That's probably why they tried to make the maps bigger. But if you're trying to say that Highguard is a copycat of Apex, then Apex is just a copycat of Titanfall.
Well, I mean, it is. If you look,
that is a very weird.
Have you played
the movement?
No, yeah. He played Titanfall.
It's very similar.
The movement. Well, it's made by the same creator.
No, not just.
Oh, it's Highguard. It's made as the same creator. As Titanfall
My thing with Titanfall being like, which I do agree with. My thing with Titanfall and Apex that makes it like I really like it is Titanfall is still very different from Apex, but it's also Apex is in the same universe as Titanfall. Like Apex isn't just let's make another game.
Highguard's not.
No. Well, honestly, I'm not gonna say no. I don't know. It might be. But I still think when I played Titanfall, it was still way different. Like with the mechs and Titanfall was a completely multiplayer COD type lobby when Apex is
It's not in the same universe at all.
Apex?
No, Highguard's not in the same universe.
Oh, Highguard. I'm like Apex is, but
yeah.
All right, Highguard isn't. But I do agree with you. I don't think I think Highguard takes more from like Apex Arena than Apex takes from Titanfall.
That might have been why Apex was keeping arenas out of it for so long.
Yeah, that would make sense.
To develop this.
Yeah.
But like Apex has the R301. Titanfall has the R301's daddy or whatever that thing is called.
Absolutely.
It has all those weapons and stuff. So Apex seems and a lot of the play style is the same when it comes to the shooting mechanics and all that stuff. They just have
the
mechanics
movement.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's all Apex. But I didn't know that Highguard wasn't even in the same universe. So why is it so similar then?
I mean, it makes sense that it's not, because Highguard is such like. So when I think of Apex and Titanfall, it seems like it could be, even if you're stretching it. But Highguard is like a medieval castle horseback riding game. I'm like, there's no way it could be in the same universe.
Well,
but
from my understanding, so like other than like creative differences of just like them wanting to create different, like a different kind of like style of game, like a different story or whatever, the developers behind Highguard, like they have veterans from like Respawn and all of those other games that like created Apex and Titanfall, but it's not like Highguard isn't made by Respawn. It's made by this new gaming company called Wildlight Entertainment that just has veterans from those previous game companies. Okay. So they're just like banding together, making their own game studio and making their own thing. And if there's any similarities, it just kind of seems like that's just because that is like what they worked on in previous projects.
Okay. Well, I think
I'm gonna touch up on this real quick. So Highguard, it doesn't look like a bad game, personally. It doesn't. I think the problem is, especially with like our generation in a way, and I'm part of the problem. So I look at these games and I'm like, oh, like the mechanics, the movement feature, like you see a lot of similarities to a previous game that you played that you yourself considers OG, right? Mm-hmm. And that's just what we kind of grew up with. Like Titanfall, I love Titanfall. If another game came out that was like it, I would personally look at it and I would probably play it and I would be like, I'm not really into this. But that's because a lot of the games now are kind of moving in a direction of this newer generation of kids growing up and playing these games compared to ours. Like Black Ops 2. We are so used to the multi-chat functions of that game and what the setting was about. And we're looking at these new Call of Duties and we're like, oh, this isn't COD, but it is still COD. It's just adapting to the newer generation. And we're just kind of stuck in our way of, we want this, but it's not really profitable to focus on the older generation. You got to focus on the new that are growing up. And like Black Ops 7, this is the game that kids are now going to grow up playing. They're not going to go back and play Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, World at War, like the stuff we played. 100%. They're playing this, and this is what that game genre is to them now. And it's going to keep changing, and it's going to be a continuous cycle. Like, we're going through our cycle, and like, oh, this isn't that, but it is. And then later on down the line, when all these new kids and stuff are our age, they're going to be like, this game isn't the same no more. It's just changing with the future and the generation is.
What's up, y'all? Check out my playthrough of Fallout 4, Episode 4. It is a doozy.
I feel like that's where you may be wrong. Because
really?
I feel like kids, as they grow older and as gaming progresses, I mean, I guess for the vast majority, you probably are right. But I feel there will be that select group that actually is interested in the history of gaming. And they're like, I'm going to go through what was and see what is actually good in the mess. Because if you look through the entire Black Ops Sega, Black Ops 7 and 6 aren't going to be the best. If you play through the story mode and the multiplayer, the mechanics and story mode like combined aren't better than what I haven't played Black Ops 7 career. Or multiplayer or whatever.
He was kind of branching off of what Bubble said with, they have to kind of look at the new generation and make games to the new generation. And what Teagley said was, he was like, well, you're not totally wrong, but there's that select few that will want to go back and play Black Ops 2 and go up. And that's where it is that select few. Games aren't looking at that select few because that's not what makes them profit. And that's where I do agree with Bubble. Is as much as I want Black Ops 7 to be like Black Ops 2, that's not the way of the game. They're trying to make money, and they're not going to make money by holding on to old ties. If I played as much as I love Black Ops 2, if I played Black Ops 7, in fucking 2013, I'd be like, what the hell is going on? Like, I would have probably loved the game. And I'm not saying Black Ops 7 is better. Black Ops 2 is my favorite, but it also is a mix of nostalgia, right? Like, even though it is
No,
better,
facts.
it is a mix of
You're
nostalgia.
right. You're right.
As that's
Can
what I'm
I
saying.
can I add on that?
No,
shut the fuck up.
you're
Shut
actually
up.
out
Yeah,
of
hold
this
on.
video
I
forever.
have something really good to add.
No. Let you get add. We were just messing.
All right. I actually agree with Zergy's take a lot, and kind of like building off like the whole comparison between like the generations. I definitely do think that is definitely the case where like what we grew up compared to what the current generation is growing up with video games is vastly different, and they're trying to prioritize towards the newer generation because that's just they want to make money, like you said. I think that is the case. I think partially, I think that obviously since the companies that have made these games, like behind Call of Duty or whatever, they're obviously in a very different a very different footing from where they are now compared to where they were like 2009 or whatever, right? But like when it comes to those kind of games, I'm not gonna lie, I was never really like a big fan of them. Like I never really grew up playing Call of Duty, but I do know that like Black Ops 2 is highly regarded. That's like the game in the whole Call of Duty franchise. Like my best buddy, he plays that shit all the time with like the multiplayer and wanting to play zombies and stuff like that. And I'm not taking away from like the current, like Black Ops 7, whatever the fuck is going on. Like there's definitely being sales, and like the game is obviously profitable because people are still playing it and people are still talking about it. But I think partially not only because of our generation just having like that specific nostalgia to like Black Ops 2 and stuff like that, I also just think it's like a different quality of the game in general. Like Call of Duty is held in a very high regard, and it's not because of purely nostalgia like that. That definitely is the case, but it's also because it's simply just a good game, right? Like we attach to it as a generation for it being a good game. That's why we hold it in such high regard, regardless of whether or not you can consider Black Ops 7 to be a good game. I just feel like it's going to have that different quality and regardness in total from the whole Call of Duty franchise compared to something that was undoubtedly a good game compared to Black Ops 7 being whatever the current meta makes it.
Yeah. And I want to kind of like take off of this whole thing real quick. So Teagley was talking about how there's going to be people who want to go back and experience these games. But here's the problem. The most they're going to be able to experience is realistically single player zombies or freaking the campaign, right? And the reason being is
That's
because
what they
now
go back for.
But he was talking about like the multiplayer and stuff.
No.
Yeah, he mentioned it. He said the multiplayer.
I suppose I was talking about it all. It's okay. Keep going.
But here's the thing. And this is just my mind, right? The campaign, playing zombies and stuff, it's a really big part of the game itself, right? But I feel like what really captured me with those older games was the multiplayer aspect, where you would go into a random lobby and out of nowhere, this kid would say slurs to you you've never heard in your life just because you killed him, right? And it was just funny, right? Or it was the conversations and the funny moments that would happen for me that really made that community what I loved the most. And now for me at least, you go into these new games like Call of Black Ops 6. I got permanently chat banned. Xurgo was there.
You just kept raising it up, bro. It was like a day, a week, a month, permanent, and it was like
it was a whole ladder. Every time I got unbanned, that same day, me and Xurgo would be on, and I'd be like, "Oh man, I just got chat banned again."
Yeah, because if you say the F word once, they're like, "Hey, you're banned for a day," and it's like, when that's in your normal speech, or even like, especially on COD, and you're getting killed back to back, you're gonna curse, bro. Like,
Actually,
you're gonna get mad.
And it's like, I grew up playing this game at like 11 to 12 years old. I remember when the game first dropped, I begged and begged my parents to get it for me finally got it for me, got on, I played that game forever until Black Ops 3 came out. I swear. It was the only game I would play. I didn't care about Grand Theft Auto. I didn't care about all these other games. I only cared about this one. But here's the thing. It was funny. The community was just something different. And that's what I grew up with. So me personally, I look at these new games and I'm like, it's not the same. But it's not the same for me. Not for this whole genre of a generation. Don't get me wrong. There are some who think the same way as me. I'm not going to deny it, right? I ran into them.
Yeah.
Online.
I think my idea on it, right, is as me, you, Teague. I know Yugen really hasn't ever really gotten to COD before. What have all of us done every year? We always go to the most recent COD and play it every time a new one comes out. Oh my God. Excuse me, chat.
Yeah, we do.
But that's what I'm saying is like we have played every COD, right? And that's why it's like every one we find what is good in it and we play it. Like I haven't played a COD campaign since 3.
I played all of them.
You played 7?
I haven't played 7 yet.
You played 6?
It just came out. Yes, I played 6.
Yeah.
I didn't make it all the way through, but I played it.
Chat, except for the Teagley because he has no life and he's sad. Oh my God. Oh my God. But what I'm saying is I kind of want to switch a move a little bit, staying on the COD topic, because this is something the Teagley has texted me and me and at least with 3, with the number 3. Why Teagley, why do you not like 3?
It was too difficult. When I played it, it was too difficult. I couldn't do anything.
So you don't like it just because it's hard?
It was too hard. It was because when I tell you that I like Black Ops, I'm referring to Black Ops 2. I'm referring to their zombies. And that's why I like Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 zombies. I feel like they're the closest made zombies to Black Ops 2 since that. 6 and 7.
Okay. I actually do kind of agree with that to an extent, because playing Black Ops 3 compared to 2, like you could get on 2 and be like, hey, I just want to stay in the town map or the farm and just farm and just do your thing. With Black Ops 3, unless you're using mods or something, you're getting in there. You have to continuously open doors. You have to run across the whole map.
That's why I want to go play it.
Yeah, no, for me though, I like that. I love 3. Because there's that thing of like it's different in the way that it's difficult, which I like. Is like when you first get in the game and all you got is your pistol, and then it's like, bro, we got to get this door opened as fast as possible. Get another gun, open the next door so we have movement and can actually not die. Like Black Ops 3, like it's like it's not a close second, but it's definitely right after 2.
See,
like I like 3 more than 6 and 7.
That's where I think I was off as a kid, is that I didn't look at anything. I didn't watch anybody. I didn't look anything up. So I just hopped in. I played with randoms, and we just fucking crashed every time. We made it to like the max of like round 7
so
or
it's
8,
kind of like a bad experience. Yeah.
Sure. No, I definitely want to play it again, because if you say it's good, I believe you that it's good. But
no, I'm telling you, like if we get if we all buy 3, like counting freaking Yugen. If we, I
have 3.
There you go. If we get into 3, it's so fun. Like you can turn into a tentacle monster to solve puzzles. There's like mages and witches in it. There's 3-headed monsters. There's all these cool stuff in it. And that's just the base
thing
one
about it too. Black Ops 3 is the only COD game they have come out with where they let the community put up custom maps, game modes, and stuff that you could play through that game that the community made. Like you can add zombies maps that you don't have to pay for, that are just goofy for y'all to have fun with. Black Ops 3 is the only game they ever did that with.
Yep.
And here's the thing. I feel like they should do that with more COD games, because a lot of people might disagree, but I feel like the last COD game that I really enjoyed, that kind of brought me back to the old days, where you didn't really have a chat ban for saying something messed up. Call of Duty, World War II, or something like that.
I never played it. but
No, we did because we played the prop hunt.
I
oh
really
my
like
god,
that one, to be
we
honest.
did play that
So
because we used to do the zombies
fun.
for it too.
It was such a fun game. And
That
I
was
remember
a good
going into
game.
these lobbies after getting killed by the same dude like 20 times and cussing them out. Never got banned. But not just that, the story really, really good. I loved the campaign. The campaign was really good. Zombies was phenomenal.
It was, bro. Zombies was so good in World War II.
So was multiplayer, where they finally introduced like actual prop hunt and stuff. That, like, if you look up prop hunt videos of COD, World War II is the most popular for it, hands down, because of how like intricate it was. How many different items there were that you could transform into, and the hiding places. It was just so much fun. They introduced a lot of game modes, and to me, that kind of brought back nostalgia of, I love this COD game, and I haven't loved a COD game this much since Black Ops 2. But here's the thing too: when I was younger, and this is where I get the idea of younger generation. I remember it so clear. This is gonna make some of us feel old. Black Ops 4 came out when I was in 7th grade.
When we first met?
And here's it.
Oh,
do you
my
remember when I was
goodness.
coming up to you and be like, bro, I finally unlocked diamond skin
Yeah,
on
Black Ops
my
4 's out
assault
for a
rifles and stuff.
while.
And I remember it so clearly because it was the diamond skin that would change colors, and then you would have rainbow diamond depending on how many kills you got in a row. It was super cool to me at the time, and I loved it because it was so new. And that's where I understand the feelings of kids nowadays playing the newer generation COD.
What's up, y'all? Check out episode 3 of Teagley's Trinkets. We got some crazy Pokemon mystery packs to open.
Yeah.
Can I add on to that from my perspective?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Let's get the perspective of a person that is a little gay.
Yugen!
Yeah.
All right. So, from me, from my perspective, like I said, I never really played the COD games like too much. Like I've dabbled in them a little bit, but from my perspective of being like someone that's kind of picky about like what games they play, I highly value what I hear about the game first before I consider getting it, right? So if we're getting to like the perspective of like Black Ops 2 with like the crazy like game culture around it, you know, like you're throwing around slurs, like you're having a great time, but also like, you know, getting rage baited on multiplayer or whatever, right? Like that's the whole premise of like the selling point of the game. Or like for Black Ops 3 with me recently were like the custom maps and the mods that you can use for that game. Like that's the main selling point from what I was told of, right? Like you can do whatever the you want on the custom maps, and that's the fun part of the game. Or even like the one game that I did buy on my own was World War II, Call of Duty World War II. And
You played it?
Yeah, I got it whenever it was out. I got it for Christmas. I beat the campaign and I played a little bit of the multiplayer.
That was a good campaign.
Fun. Yeah, it was a good
II
campaign.
so
like
good.
I had fun with it. Like that was like the one time that I actively jumped into the Call of Duty franchise.
I played that campaign twice.
Like
No
for
one
example,
asked.
for Call of Duty 7, I didn't really necessarily like look for information about it, but the first thing I heard about the game was like the boss fight at the end, and it's basically just like a bullet sponge. It's boring as hell. It's not creative, and it was simply not fun. And that was the one and only thing I needed to hear about the game. Even if I wasn't going to necessarily be interested or intending on playing the campaign, that was the first thing I heard about that game. And I lost interest in whatever little interest I had in the first place.
Which
Also,
is fair.
Can I kind of add on to this?
Well, let me give something, and this is why I love the COD franchise so much. And that's kind of something that you just have to kind of knock off a little, be like, you know, maybe I should try it. I feel like with COD, with Bubble and me playing a lot of COD 7, we were like, honestly, COD 7 is only good for the zombies. COD 6, zombies multiplayer is good. COD 4, zombies is good.
Multiplayer have you played?
I played a lot of COD 7 multiplayer. It is not good.
A lot. It hasn't even been out for that long. We haven't even had it for that.
What do you mean, bro? COD. I feel like you associate COD 7 being out with the time you downloaded it. COD 7 has been out for a hot minute.
Hasn't been out for that long.
Do you want me to give you the release date?
You downloaded it after me. I don't care about the launch date. You downloaded it after me.
You're saying it hasn't been out that long. This thing came out November 14th, 2025.
Yeah.
Not long ago.
Yeah.
November 14th, 2025. That's a long. That is
like
a
It's a
good
little
amount.
over 2 months. It's a little over 2 months. That's not that long ago.
Well, technically, if you speak in a different term, it was a year ago. But
Man,
No, it
shut
wasn't
your
a-
stuff.
it-
We are
no,
not
it- no,
considering
it's
like
not
that,
a
bro.
year
It's
ago.
okay, but
3
here's the
months
thing. Here's the
ago.
thing.
It was 3
I
months
do
ago.
want to add on to what he's saying though. Personally, because I did try out the multiplayer, I did not like the aspect of it. The maps, I did not enjoy the maps. I did not
The maps are
enjoy.
old maps. What do you mean you don't enjoy the maps? They're
I
old
didn't
maps.
enjoy them. I didn't like the renewed maps. I didn't.
For seven.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah,
What didn't you like
just
about it?
because the maps are old maps doesn't mean
No,
Well,
but
what
this,
didn't you-
this
what
is
didn't you like
personal
about it?
opinion. This
that
is
they're
personal
old
opinion.
maps. Why would I want to buy
That's not what he
or
said.
that he didn't
No,
enjoy
hold
them?
on. Yeah, I didn't enjoy the old maps, but you didn't let me finish. I didn't enjoy them, number one, because these old maps, yeah, they have nostalgia. I just don't like the fact that I'm running down a hallway on one of these old maps and some kid freaking wall sprints and no scopes me with a goddamn sniper. Number one, on those maps beforehand, it was you peek a corner, you have a dude waiting at the end, just camping there, right? And I'm used to that, like that type of caution. I'm not used to having a kid come up here, no scope me with a sniper from wall sprinting, and then call me trash.
But that wouldn't matter the map. You're just saying that you're just mad at the map because people are good.
Because it's not what I'm used to, and it's not nostalgic like I'd like it to be. And like
No,
I said,
and
it's
that's what I'm
personal
saying
opinion.
is it's the same argument for not towards you, but more for Teague, like with people being good. It's the same argument for any part of COD. Is that nostalgia? Black Ops 2 is better because when I played Black Ops 2 or played Black Ops 3 multiplayer, you didn't have sweats. It's the same thing why Fortnite was better then than it is now, because you didn't have people building 50-foot tower walls so you can't kill them. It's the same thing, and that's why multiplayer might not be bad from the game, but it is bad because I can't go into casual multiplayer and chill. I have to go into multiplayer and feel like I'm playing ranked because I can't just have fun anymore. Even with 6, I felt like I was still having fun, and going back farther, I feel like it was something I could casually do. And it's the same thing with Fortnite, or maybe not Apex, but it's the same thing with Fortnite. You can't go. The only reason you can go into a casual Fortnite now is because they filled it with ads. Why do you think they filled it with
Bots,
NPCs?
Yeah.
Because it was sweats.
For
and
sure.
that is why
That's
COD
true.
multiplayer doesn't seem as fun. Because
Do you
all
think
the
it
times
needs bots?
maybe not.
Or better
Hold on.
skill-based
I
matchmaking?
want to talk about this. For a
That's what
moment.
I'm saying. I think
See,
it needs
all
more
the
of
sweats and
one
shit.
second. 1 second. I think it does need more of a skill-based matchmaking. Because when I played COD 6, the first match I ever had on COD 6, I dropped like 30 kills. And I was like, damn, this shit is easy. And my roommate is like, yeah, it's probably because you just started the game. And I'm like, oh, that's probably true. But with COD 6, I got into my first match and I'm getting sniped as soon as I spawn. And I'm like, why would I want to play something that, I'm not saying like people are good. I'm not as good. Maybe make some skill-based matchmaking. Maybe have some servers where I can jump into a lobby with people that aren't sweaty as heck. And that's really my thing. And that's things for a lot of games. That's why Fortnite did what they did. And that's just kind of what it is, man.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you can talk.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that a little bit. I feel like because my biggest thing was you're always going to have someone better than you at the game, right?
Yeah.
No matter what.
Always a bigger bear, man.
I think they should take away skill-based matchmaking. Hold on. Yes, because hold on.
It's not a thing.
No, they have
Skill-based
it.
matchmaking.
They have
Yeah,
it.
They have it, but it is absolutely horrible.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is why not just take it away where no matter what you are, because I could be a level 1 veteran COD player coming into this game, destroying the whole lobby, being technically new, it makes no sense.
Well,
Yeah, but
that's
that's
not
called
what
Smurf
skill-based
account.
matchmaking is.
But it is.
Well,
It
Smurf
goes
account.
based off of your KD and how well you do in one game.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I
It's
think they
not
need to
based
get
off
rid
of
of
your
that
level.
and just let everyone play the game. You get into a match with some sweats. The next match, guess what? Maybe you don't have any sweats. You're doing good. No matter what, all it's doing is you're just playing people. It's not choosing the skill level of who you're going up against, because also that's how cheaters, because all these games now on PC and stuff, no matter how you look at it, especially with AI, people are creating cheats that makes it easier for them. Wall hacks, X-ray, all this
Yeah,
stuff.
but that will be in anything. They could get rid of
That would be
skill-based
in
or anything,
anything.
and they'll
But
still
here's the
be
thing:
there.
if someone gets in a skill-based, highest skill-based match you can get into with a bunch of these pro players, guess what? They're cheating, making these pro players mad when they're not truly playing the game. Just let
But the
game
pro
be
players aren't
how
going
it
to get
is.
mad unless they're in ranked.
Yeah, and even then, like the cheating thing doesn't matter. Like, oh, like this cheater was in low base matchmaking and he's murking all these dudes. Now he gets into now he gets into high end matchmaking, and they can actually kind of be like, oh, this dude's cheating. Let's snipe him across the map. Okay, now there's a new cheater that can combat that. I don't think skill-based matchmaking should be taken away because the logic doesn't make sense for what you said. If it's off of stats, that's what makes sense. If there is a veteran player that is incredibly good at COD, he's not going to have low stats unless he's choosing to. I feel like their skill-based matchmaking is just kind of, a little more. It just doesn't seem very, big in the game. Like I as a player, like, because in COD 6, you'd play I think it was like 5 games or something, and then after that you would kind of be placed into your skill. And in COD 7, I feel like I've played 5 games, and every single game I'm just being quick scoped across the map, and I'm like, where is the skill in this? Like, why can't I just play the game and have fun?
Yeah, I feel like without skill-based matchmaking, like it's just going to discourage a lot of people that aren't sweaty professionals to like play the game, because like especially from like people like me, where like whether that they're familiar with COD or not, like if they're more or less like a newbie when it comes to like that kind of game, or like maybe they just haven't played in a while and they're getting like that, if you're constantly getting like no scoped and like spawn killed, that's not going to make you have the motivation to play the game and get better, because you're not playing the game and having those opportunities to practice your skills to get better. So you're just going to get rage baited, because let's be honest, out of every gaming franchise there is, Call of Duty as a whole probably has the most like rage that you can get from the game. Like, bro, I've seen people beat their keyboards to death because they get so at the game. And if you're not going to have the opportunity to get better, you're not going to want to play the game.
I don't know. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I feel like COD made a mistake when they made it so easy to kill somebody. Like, why am I running into a map and getting 2-shot by an SMG or an assault rifle? I liked when you could run into it. Like, if you're hitting straight dome headshots, it should kill me faster. But why am I getting 2-shot by an SMG when I'm getting hit in the legs?
I agree with that. I think it's really just like a balancing issue, because I remember for COD 4,
we got the Conjuring over here. What is Teagley doing?
I think for like the opposite argument, I think it was COD 4 where like I saw a video from Video Game Donkey where it took 4 headshots in COD 4 to kill an enemy. Yeah. And that's also just as unrealistic as it is getting like 2 shots from like an SMG in your leg.
What is going on with this dude?
But that's what I'm saying, where it's like it's finding that balance in it. It's like it shouldn't take 4 shots to the head to kill somebody, but it also shouldn't take 3 shots from an SMG to the ankle to kill somebody. Yeah, absolutely. It should be that medium, and that's where it's like 2 and 3. I feel like I wasn't running into a fight and dying like that. I was running into a fight and somebody got me in their scopes and they messed me up, and that's cool.
Like you get
But-
one shot, like if you get headshot, you're done. But you can tank a couple body shots and recover as long as you have like a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's whenever players get like the best performance, and that's just how the game just kind of transfers smoothly the best players.
Everyone, thank you for joining Team Meeting. Meeting is officially adjourned.